Jason Rzucidlo reporting for AmericaJR.com, being joined by monster truck driver Frank Krmel. How are you today?
Doing great.
Very good. Please tell me a little bit about how you got started with racing.
Well, I was a Monster Jam fan from when I was a little boy. I grew up in the Metro Detroit area. My dad would take me to all the monster truck shows in the area, and I just liked it from when I was little. So racing go-karts, junior dragsters, radio control cars, everything I could. And then ended up meeting Jim Kohler, who's the owner and driver of the Avenger truck that runs the Monster Jam Tour. Started going to his shop after school. Started going on the road with him and just learned a lot from him. And eventually he let me drive. So after about 6 or 7 years of being his crew chief, I started to become a Monster Jam driver, and I've been doing it ever since. This is my 10th year driving right now.
Okay, very good. Why is your truck called the Grinder?
Well, my truck that runs the Monster Jam Tour is sponsored by Advanced Auto Parts, which is an auto parts chain throughout the Northeast, the South, and Midwest United States. They have over 51,000 employees, and the whole truck is their concept. The Advanced Auto Parts Grinder is their truck. So they chose the Grinder because it's hard-working, does a lot of work. It's the people's truck, and that's what we went with.
Okay. As you mentioned, you're from Detroit. So how does it feel to be coming back home on March 3rd for the show at Ford Field?
You know, coming to Ford Field for me, it's great. You know, I try to go. I'm being from Detroit, I go to America Park all the time and see the Tigers, and I go to Ford Field watch the Lions. I was just there Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Eve just to see the Lions, and just to be able to step onto the same field that all my favorite athletes, all Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson, even all the guys from the past, just to get on that same field and the same floor and perform in front of my hometown friends and family. It's just a huge thrill.
Okay. I also covered the Los Angeles area. Are you participating in the show at Dodger Stadium?
No, that show's going on actually right now. It's there this weekend, so I won't be there. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida right now, actually.
Oh, okay. So please give me a preview of what folks can expect to see.
Oh, you go to Ford Field for the Monster Jam March 3rd. You're going to see everything that you see on Monster Jam on television. Big air, maybe 16 monster trucks, crazy freestyle, real fast post racing. It's going to be 2.5 hours of complete craziness. You know, it's an escape from reality for 2 hours. You know, no matter how bad things are at work or at home, you can come to Ford Field and forget about it for a couple hours and just see a bunch of horsepower and a bunch of just mechanical marvels that work out there.
Alrighty. Can you tell me more about the party in the pits?
Well, the party in the pits is a real good opportunity to get up close to the trucks and meet the drivers, something you normally can't do all the time. You know, usually you have to sit in seats and you're 100 feet from the trucks, but here you can actually walk up to them and touch the tires and shake hands with the driver and just get an up-close look of what it takes to put a monster truck together and how big everything is, and just get a feel for the size. And you get to do all sorts of things. And not only monster trucks down there, there's also the other elements of the show, the ATVs and all that sort of thing, and even local sponsors and local radio stations. Everything has displays out on the floor, so it's a lot to do. It's a 2 to 5 good party, but you barely have enough time to get through everything.
All right. And how is the 30th anniversary of the monster truck being celebrated?
Well, it's actually this year is the 30th anniversary of Grave Digger. You know, monster trucks have been around for a little bit longer than 30 years. Grave Digger is probably the biggest name in monster trucks and in Monster Jam, and it's a party everywhere we go. You know, they're celebrating it right with Dennis Anderson and his sons Adam Anderson and Ryan Anderson. They're doing it right. There's a whole traveling museum that goes with the 30th anniversary tour, and it's great to see the history of Grave Digger from where it started and where it's ended up this year. So it's a great thing. It's something, no matter if you're a Grave Digger fan or not, it's cool just to see the history of it.
And that museum will be at Ford Field?
That's a good question. I'm not sure if it'll be there or not, but I know that there is a I don't know if it's the full museum, but wherever a Grave Digger truck goes, there is a display that showcases the history of Grave Digger.
Oh, okay. Any other comments you would like to make?
No, I'm just looking forward to coming home and being able to race in front of my family, friends, and hometown, and hope we can get the Advanced Auto Parts Grinder in the winner's circle. That's going to be our goal.
All right. Thanks so much, and nice speaking with you today.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Copyright 2012, AmericaJR.com, Detroit, Michigan, USA.